correct?
Yep.
And then I'll just
The other two
add
are.
the harmony.
Exactly.
All right, great.
Sounds good.
And since you're playing guitar on that as well, I'm just going to finger pick the
Oh,
background.
that sounds amazing. Great. Sounds amazing.
That's my preferred style anyway.
Finger picking.
I'm a banjo player, so
Exactly. Finger pick with the best of them. Just to make sure. I was just looking for a pen or others. I know exactly what I am doing because I'm used to cool things.
We are live on camera right now.
Yes, it is. So just obviously this is
Song. That'd be you. The song. That'd be you. Later.
so, and everything else is done by
Me.
you guys. Perfect.
By me or whoever else I say, get up here on the stage and get this done while you're all set. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If you can find your seats, that would just be fantastic. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Indianapolis. We are thrilled, all of us, to see you here. My name is Reverend Susan Boatwright. I don't use that Reverend very often, but it's true. And I am pleased to be your platform chair. I am very excited, as you should also be. We have a guest minister here with us today, and that is Reverend Rebecca, and I'm going to let her tell you the rest of her fabulous name so that you can celebrate with her as she gives that name. We are welcoming everyone to our spiritual community here at Unity. It is built by love, as you all know. No matter who you are or where you are from, you have arrived here either online or in person, and you are in your perfect right place. Welcome. You are welcomed here by all of us. We will light our Christ candle to establish that light in each of us, as well as the light that holds this spiritual community together. As we light this Christ candle, we honor the divine light in each of us. We recognize that this light is the presence of God, guiding us in wisdom, love, and peace. Today, we affirm that the Christ light shines brightly in our hearts and in the world. And it is especially true that our Christ light move outside of us into this world to change things for the better. We have a statement of truth here at Unity. Please join me in this statement of truth, which you will see on the screen. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And so it is.
Coming home to Unity, heaven is here right now. Coming home to Unity, heaven is here right now. Coming home to Unity, heaven is here Now it's time to start, to open every heart to what we already know. Coming home to unity, heaven is here right now. Coming home to unity, heaven is here right now. Coming home to unity, heaven is here right now. Coming home to unity, heaven is here right now. 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 Heaven is here right now.
Take a look around before you sit down and see the sea of love that you are swimming in this morning. Give a loving glance, wave, hug, or blow a kiss to all those you love. And to those online, even though you may be at home by yourself today, know that you are joined by us right where you are. Have a seat. And now we will prepare for a little quiet time as we begin to center our hearts and prepare for the message today. We will invite Reverend Thomas Pucket to the podium to give his prayer. I just turned him into a reverend, that's okay.
All right, let's catch our breath. Let's turn within and rest in the presence of the divine. Oh, gosh, yeah. Now let's take a moment to speak the names of those we wish to hold in prayer, either out loud or silently in our hearts, and recognize that this may even be yourself. Allow me to share this prayer on your behalf. I take a deep breath and turn within, knowing that the presence of God is here with me now. I am not separate from divine wisdom, divine love, or divine guidance. I am held, supported, and led in every moment. Today, I release the need to be perfect. I let go of fear, doubt, and resistance. I accept that change is not here to break me, but to help me grow, expand, and become more fully who I am meant to be. I trust that the power is in my hands because God's power is working through me. I choose to meet this moment with peace, gratitude, and faith. I know that every experience is teaching me, strengthening me, and guiding me toward greater good. I listen for the divine direction. I welcome new possibilities. I take inspired action with courage and trust. I am growing through change. I am guided by Spirit. I am grateful for this moment, this journey, and the good that is unfolding now. And I release this prayer into the universe, trusting that it is already manifesting in my life. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
If love is.
If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and not receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive.
Prayerful place, we will hear the reading of the daily word for May 31, 2026. This reading is on world peace. My loving thoughts, words, and actions contribute to world peace. Divine love is my very essence. I draw from this inner source to lay a foundation of love in my heart. And on this foundation, I build a house of peace, compassion, and acceptance. I invite others into this house through my words and actions. I live in an awareness that all people are divine. All deserve respect and a channel to express their true selves. I view the people of the world as my neighbors. We may look, talk, or believe differently, but it is this diversity that fills the world with beauty. I radiate divine love to all and gratefully receive the love that returns to me. This exchange is the basis of lasting peace. Together, one word, one smile, one act of compassion at a time, we build a peaceful world. And from Romans 12:18, if it is possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. And so it is a reading from the Word, and so it is. Amen.
Part of who we are is where we come from. And this world takes us to a place sometimes where we just want sometimes to hide, right? We have our moments, don't we? Where we all just want to hide every once in a while. And that's not a bad thing, because sometimes we need a place to hide every once in a while, but most of the time we need to remember. We need to remember what the divine is there for us to do, what we are supposed to do, how we're supposed to love each other, how we're supposed to reach out to each other. And when we walk in this world, we need to remember that it doesn't belong to us, but we are just a part of it, right? Part of my heritage, part of me looking back, part of me remembering is my Native American heritage. There you go. And I'm Cherokee, and some of the most beautiful mysticism comes from that culture. This has a Cherokee lullaby and a Cherokee poem in it, and it goes, it's called The Land Remembers All. Hey, lay, loy, lie, hey, lo, lie, loy, hey, you, lo, loy, lie, hey, lo, lie, loy, hey, you, lo, lie, loy, lie, hey, you, lo, lie, loy, hey, you, lo, lie, loy, lie, hey, you, lo, lie, loy. When the blood in your veins returns to the sea, and the earth in your bones returns to the ground, remember that you do not belong. This land does not belong to you, but it's you that belongs to this land. Hey, yo, lo, li, lo, li, hey, yo, lo, li, lo, hey, yo, lo, li, lo, la, hey, yo, lo, li, lo. So wash me, Great Spirit, fill me, Mother Earth. Change me in your power, the land remembers all. Wash me, Great Spirit, fill me, Mother Earth. Change me in your power, the land remembers all. We are never forgotten, the land remembers all. As we flow through life, it washes through us all. There is no death, only changing of this world. The Great Spirit flows through us, the land remembers all. Oh, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, li, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, li, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, oh, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, li, hey, oh, lo, li, lo. Hey, you lo, li, hey, you lo, li, water washing over me, flowing all around me, flowing through me every day. My people calling out, my God is reaching out for me, washing over me, through the water around me. The land remembers all. Oh, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, li, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, hey, oh, lo, li, lo, li, hey, oh, lo, li, lo. So wash me, Great Spirit, fill me, Mother Earth. Change me in your power, the land remembers all. We are never forgotten, the land remembers all. As we flow through life, it washes through us all. There is no death, only changing of this world. The Great Spirit flows through us, the land remembers all. Oh, water washing over me, flowing all around me, flowing through me every day. My people calling out, oh, my God is reaching out to me, washing over me, through the water around me. The land remembers all. Hey, you returns to the sea, and the earth in your bones returns to the ground. Remember that this land does not belong to you. It is you that belongs to this land. Oh, hey, you lolai, lolai, hey, you lolai, loi, hey, you lolai, lolai, hey, you lolai, loi. Thank you. So, this year I turned 50. That's right. Thank you, thank you. I entered a whole new stage of life, people. And change happened. So much change has happened over the last 4 years for me. And I don't know about you guys, but it seems to change, and then you get comfortable, and then it changes again. And you get comfortable, and then it changes again, and you're like, I have questions. I have so many questions. And you sit there, and you're so aggravated. You get aggravated, right? Because you're like, I just got used to this. Just, come on, man, come on. God, come on, universe. What is this madness? But then I started realizing, wait a minute. Life is about not knowing, having to change, taking the moment and making the best of it without knowing what's going to happen next. Too many times we are held to standards that are way too high. And most of the time, the standards that are put on us because of us, right? We are the ones who put too many standards on ourselves. We do that. And then others do too, right? Oh, you're a mom? Okay, well then this is what you should be doing. Oh, you're a teacher? Oh, you should be doing this then. Oh, you're a minister. Thank you. That's all I got to say. There are things that we hold ourselves to these standards, which is not a bad thing. But at the same time, we are not meant to stay the same. We're not meant to stay the same. I hate it when people are like, you changed. Yeah, you're right. Thank God. Because you didn't, I'm a lot better than I was. Right? Thank God I changed. Thank God. Too many times. By a certain time, you should know. Oh, they should know. They've grown. What's wrong with them? How many times have you said that? Raise your hand if you know that you've said that at least once and twice, 3,000 times in your life. They should know they're grown. What's wrong with these people? By a certain amount of time, you should have had certain relationships. Well, they should have done that already. Well, what if they didn't? What if that just didn't happen in their life yet? And then now it is, and now they're 50 and trying to figure it out. What if? But it's too far. This reality, it's too hard to predict, right? There are unrealistic expectations that we have for ourselves and for others around us. Those unrealistic expectations. Think about those. What are they? What are some unrealistic expectations in your life that you're holding yourself to? That you should be able to do everything. Exactly. There's one. Yeah. You should be able to get it all done. Why did you not get your whole list done today? You wrote it down. What's wrong with you? Right? Oh, here's another one. Yeah, I have to love everybody, and that means I have to sacrifice myself. But what about loving yourself? Oh, yeah, that thing. I don't need to love myself. It's fine. Right? Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations. Those are the things that we deal with all the time. We're here just trying to survive sometimes and feeling bad because we're held to these expectations by society, by ourselves, by our families. People grow and people change. It would be a huge red flag, to be honest, if you came to me and said, oh yeah, I'm exactly like I was in high school. I'd be like, you need to walk away because there's something wrong with you. We need to get you help. Let's go talk to somebody right now, because if you haven't changed, then you're not living. You're just stuck. And that's not what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be changing. So change is inevitable. Who here likes change? It depends on the personality, doesn't it? I know. Some people they hate change so much they will run from it. If you know those people, like, oh no, it's, and I love church people a lot, but you're the worst ones. The carpet's been that color since we've been coming here. We've been doing that song. I don't know why we just don't do that song anymore. We've been doing that song since I was 4. It should be right there. Oh, so the Spirit wants to go over here, but that's not what we've been doing. Right? We are creatures of habit. It is part of who we are. At the same time, though, what does the universe like to do to us? Get us out of our comfort zone. Why? Because in our comfort zone is where we grow, is where we stay, is where we rest. But outside of our comfort zone is where we grow, right? Inside our comfort zone is where we rest. Outside of our comfort zone is where we grow, right? You can't grow if you're resting all the time. Think about a person who's in a bed all the time, right? What happens to their legs? Start to atrophy, don't they? They stop working. When you stop using things, they stop working. All the time, I teach kids all day music, okay? People, not just kids, other people too. And they come to me and they're like, I like singing really, strong and deep and down here. And they never use their head voice. And they're like, but it's too weak. You're right. If you don't use it, it doesn't work. It's a muscle. Same thing with our lives. If we don't use certain things in our lives, they atrophy. They go away. You don't grow. So we got to think about that for a second. We got to think about that. You do not have to be perfect because everything is always changing. Therefore, there is no normal, and there is grace in knowing that I can just be warts and all. Right? If we already know that things are going to change, then we just need to live in that state of understanding. Right? And it becomes actually a peace. Because we know it's always going to change, therefore when it happens, it's inevitable. It doesn't surprise us. We're just ready. We're just ready for the natural part of life to happen when things do change. Right? And then what's the beautiful thing about that is then we have that grace that happens. Warts and all, right? Think about your warts for a minute. Everybody's got them. Sometimes they're hidden. It's fine. The things that we don't like to show people, the little things we do. Maybe we get a little too angry in the car when someone's being an idiot in front of us. Maybe when we get aggravated with life, we take it out on people we don't know. Maybe our kid drives us crazy a little too much, and we raise our voice a little too much. Maybe we don't watch our words as much as we should. Right? Our little warts. We get to change, warts and all. We get to understand that there's grace and it's okay, because guess what we get to do? We get to live inside change, which then creates change in our life, which then gives us the opportunity to say, I'm sorry, and tell them why, which then gives us an opportunity to connect with other people, which then gives us an opportunity to live in unity. Right? These are opportunities in our life that we have. We have opportunities to be able to know what to do next. Because if we make a mistake, it's not that big of a deal. What is a big deal is if we don't deal with it. Right? If we don't then go and say, man, I messed up. Please forgive me. Right? I am very sorry for this. Take a moment out of your day to realize that you are just as flawed as they are, and they're just as flawed as you are. And if we reach a hand out to each other, then we could be ridiculously flawed together, and then this world might actually get better. Right? Because I'm not perfect, and neither are you. And that's what makes us beautiful, actually. Because perfection is actually pride. Think about that for a minute. Perfection is pride. Because you're saying, I'm trying to be perfect, therefore, I'm trying to put myself above people. And if I'm going to put myself above somebody, therefore, I'm not living in unity, am I? No. But if I say, you know what? I really screwed that one up. And I'm going to try better. And thank you so much for walking this journey with me. That's unity. Because we all live in this flawed world. But wouldn't it be amazing if we could admit when we're wrong? Wouldn't that be amazing? Yes, there will be pain. And you will second guess everything. But you will be okay, because you are being true to who you are. And I think that's another thing. When we try to live in perfection and never change, okay, I've got my stuff here. I've set my house up. I've set my life up. I know exactly what I like. On Tuesdays, I have tacos. On Wednesdays, I eat spaghetti. Okay, come on, you guys know, you have a list. This is, when you set your, and there's nothing wrong with having order. At the same time, though, God forbid something should come in the middle of it. But I was making tacos. I don't understand why I can't make tacos. Because you just don't have the meat. It's all right. Take a breath. It's all right to change. It's all right to live in the middle of that. It's all right to have that in your life. So, you're going to be okay. So go sit in the place that brings you joy. That moment when you that rushes in. That moment of change. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. It becomes not just a part of life, but a vehicle that takes us through life in a dance that changes us to what we desire to be, to what we need to be. It's a dance. Who likes to dance? I love to dance. I love to dance, like kind of ridiculously love to dance, okay, people? Thank you. You have no idea. And there's a time when you just have to learn how to dance in life, in the middle of the crazy, right? Who's done that before? where life has just been, oh my Jesus. And you sit there and you go, you know what? Change, come on, let's dance. This past 4 years have been insane for me. Went through a separation and a divorce. And if anybody's gone through that, you know how that feels. A lot of realizations, a lot of bringing myself to the next level. And I had a choice. I could have chosen to go into a hole. And I would have been justified. Because of the things that had happened to me, I would have been justified. Or I can change. And I can do the dance. And I can dance through life in the middle of the pain. And then I can walk out of that pain dancing those steps of change. Right? And when I do that, then I become something so much bigger, so much better. Right? People have looked at me and said, I just don't understand. You've done so much better than we ever could have imagined. And I say, well, I don't have a choice. I have to change. I have to go forward. I have to do this dance because I love to dance. Right? And sometimes that dance means you don't allow yourself to stay there. Sometimes that dance means you feel the pain, you feel the loneliness, you feel what it is that you're in at the moment so that you can move out of it. Because if you just run from it, it doesn't go away. It's still there. It's just waiting for you. Because you were supposed to walk through the pain so that you could become victorious. Right? Exactly. We live this life. We do this dance. If we focus on the pain, it will bring us pain. If we focus on healing, it will bring us healing. If we focus on change, it will bring us to a place where we grow. I focused on the pain for a while, I'm not going to lie, because I'm human. But then I started focusing on healing. I'm going to heal, I'm going to heal, I'm going to heal, I'm going to heal, I'm going to heal. And I realized, no, I don't need to focus on the healing. I needed it for a moment, because I needed to swing the pendulum, right? But the balance is focusing on change. That really is the balance. The balance of all the way over here, I'm just giving myself as a sacrifice, to I'm going to heal, I'm going to heal, I'm going to heal. And then eventually we get down to change, right? We get down to people saying, after they haven't seen you for a while, wow, you're different, but good. You're right, I am. I'm stronger now. I'm more confident now. I know myself better now. I know what I can do and what I can take, and it's a lot. I know I'm strong. And I stand in that strength because change. Right? Exactly. It's all over the place, everywhere. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You renew that mind, renewing that mind, renewing that mind. What are you putting in? Because what you're putting in is what you're getting out. Right? What are you putting in? What you're putting in is what you're getting out. Who are you around all the time? Because who you're around, it's going to influence you. And it's going to influence your change too. Right? What is the first thing you do when you're trying to change? You look at your situation and you say, what in my atmosphere needs to change? so that I can then set myself up for success, right? Yes? If you're an addict, what's the first thing you do? Get away from your friends. You get new friends. You get accountability, right? That's the first thing you do. Very first thing. You set yourself up for success. So you got to think about that when you are changing, when you are going there, when it is one of those things. You got to understand that. Understand the change. If you follow, the Torah says, if you follow my statutes and observe my commandments and perform them, I will give your rains in their time. The land will yield its produce, and the trees of the fields will give forth its fruit. Meaning, if you take a moment to stand within the change, guess what's going to happen? Guys, it's not just about changing. It's about what comes from the change. Think about what can happen in your life. You start producing. You start making life. You start growing, and things start happening for you. Right? That's what happens. I'm sitting in a place right now where I never thought I would be. Okay? I'm in an apartment with a cat and a dog and a son that just graduated. And I'm sitting there, and I've got an album coming out in October. And I've got a single and a video coming out in August. And I've got a tour in July. And I never would have done any of that if I hadn't been put through what I was put through. Right? Because of what I went through, I've written over 400 songs in the last 4 years. Yes. And they keep coming. I'm getting 3 a week. It's ridiculous. I would never be in this place if I hadn't gone through what I went through. The produce is happening, right? I'm bearing fruit. I'm bearing fruit from my pain, and it's beautiful. And it's beautiful. Think about the fruit in your life that you are bearing right now because of the pain that you went through. Times of transformation are serious things. They are exactly what you need in your life. You need those times of transformation. If you don't have them, then you're just stuck. And to be honest, that's the thing that scares me the most, is getting stuck. I would rather walk through the pain than get stuck. Right? So, we're not going to hide from the pain. We're going to head it straight on. Okay, I dealt with this. Okay, why did this happen? Okay, a lot of it was not my fault, but a lot of it was. So what is my part in this? How do I deal with me? How do I figure me out? Because I'm the only one I can change. I'm the only thing that I can do. Everybody else around me, I'd like to think that I have control over people, but that's not exactly the case. So therefore, I know I'm the only one that I can control. So I need to look at myself and be like, okay, where did I go wrong? What do I need to do to make myself better? What do I need to do to not be bitter? What do I need to do to not hate life? What do I need to do to not always be negative? Oh, but I'm a Midwestern. Don't you know? I'm from Indiana. It's a pastime. Right? Complaining is a pastime. Literally. But what can I do to not live in that? Because that never brings me joy or change. It only keeps me stuck. That complaint spirit always keeps me stuck. Life is about not knowing, having to change, taking the moment and making the best of it without knowing what's going to happen next. Unrealistic expectations can take us from a place of growth to a place of paralyzation. Do you expect your family to be perfect? What about your job? Do you expect your job to be perfect? Come on, really? I'm a teacher. Of autistic children, they're never perfect, which is the most beautiful thing in the whole world. Right? Yeah. Do you expect yourself to be perfect? Do you? Yeah, you do, don't you? And then what happens when you're not? You put yourself down, don't you? And then everything inside becomes negative. Why are we doing that to ourselves? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. You're too beautiful to do that. Don't do that. Right? Don't be perfect. Don't be prideful. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's time to change. It's time to have that moment. The only way that we make sense out of change is to plunge into it. It becomes not just a part of life, but the vehicle that takes us through life in that dance. So, I'm going to do something. I want you all to close your eyes. Close your eyes. I want you to think about the things in your life, the expectations you've put on yourself that are unrealistic. Think about those for just a second. Everybody's got them. What is yours? Bring it into your mouth. And then I want you to apologize to yourself for that expectation. I am sorry for thinking that I have to be perfect. Myself, I am sorry. I'm sorry for thinking that everything has to be a certain way for it to work right. I'm sorry. I give myself grace. Say it. I give myself grace. I give myself love. I give myself unity. I do not have to be perfect. I do not have to be perfect. I get to dance through change. Amen? Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Rebecca. That was fantastic. Wow. Well, if you want to hear more of that, she's coming back in 2 weeks. We are grateful for you. Thank you so very much. We would like to welcome anybody who's new here today. So if you are here new for the first time, please raise your hand so we can send some love your way. Any new people for the first time today? Aha, all the old heads have come back, and that's wonderful. Well, give yourself a round of applause for being here. And please know that from here, you are all so beautiful. I'm so glad to see everyone here today. In fact, I see some people I haven't seen for a while, so I'm really thrilled. At Unity, we honor each person's unique spiritual journey and provide practical spiritual teachings that support healing, growth, and a deeper awareness of the divine within. Since we've all been here before, I will say amen to that. We have a monthly affirmation, and it should be on the board in just a minute, but before we do that, we have a song.
Hold me, oh dear Spirit, hold me. Fill me with your love. Show me, dear Spirit, show me. Show me your heart again. Hold me, dear Spirit, hold me. Fill me with your love. Hold me, dear Spirit, fill me. Fill me now with your love. Hold me, dear Spirit, hold me. Fill me with your love. Oh, hold me, dear Spirit, hold me. Hold me in your love. I walk through life holding you now. I know I will always, always love. Hold me close, never let me go. Hold me, dear Spirit, hold me now. Oh, hold me, dear Spirit, hold me. Fill me with your love. Hold me, dear Spirit, hold me. Fill me with your love. I'm going to dance with you. I'm going to hold so true. I'm gonna love, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna make a better way. Oh, hold me, dear Spirit, hold me. Fill me with your love.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Will you all join me in our monthly affirmation? Our theme for 2026 is moving from vision to creation. Feel the shift and be the change. Isn't that what we just heard? For our June focus, our power is on imagination. Let us affirm together this month's affirmation that you see on the screen behind you. I have the power to create my world. Let's say that again together. I have the power to create my world. And so it is. It's now a time to celebrate our riches, and we love to do that. So before we get to that, I want to read you something from a book called Money and the Law of Attraction. Those of you who have been around this church for a while know that years ago we studied the works of Esther and Jerry Hicks, and this is from their book. We might all want to revisit that together sometime. I'd be happy to teach it. Here are some words from page 5 under section, the section that says, whatever I can desire, I can achieve. It is time for you to return to the true nature of your being and to consciously live the success that the experiencing of your own life has helped you determine that you desire. And so, as you deliberately relax right now, breathing deeply, you will begin to gradually but surely remember how all success comes, for you already inherently understand it. And so you will certainly feel resonance with these absolute truths as you read about them. The eternal laws of the universe are consistent and reliable and steadily hold always the promise of expansion and joy. And my words would be, and change. They are being presented to you here in a powerful rhythm of understanding that will start small within you and then expand with each day until you reawaken into the knowledge of your purpose and your own personal power as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates worlds. If that's not success and the law of attraction, along with everything that Reverend Rebecca said here today, I don't know what is. And so let us embrace those words as we go about creating our riches and celebrating them here in this community. At Unity of Indianapolis, we celebrate prosperity by embracing the spiritual practice of giving. We encourage everyone to practice giving as a way to support our community and grow spiritually. It is your offerings that support our community, allowing us to continue our mission of being a thriving spiritual community that encourages conscious transformation. So if you feel spiritually nourished here today, we gratefully welcome any gift you can offer. We understand that everyone's situation is different, and we appreciate any form of support, whether it's financial, your time, or your skills. Instead of passing a plate here, we will fill the baskets at the back of our sanctuary out in that opening space where you can place your donations as you leave. In the pocket, in the seat in front of you, there are envelopes that you can place cash or checks. Additionally, you can donate by scanning the QR code that you find in your bulletin, and also, I believe it's on screen, or by going to unityofindy.org. That's unityofindy.org. Now let us all together, in our hearts and from our hearts, express our gratitude. If you are giving a gift today, please hold your money or check in your hand. For those giving online or at a different time, hold the amount in your mind's eye, in your heart, as we affirm together those words. Divine love, working through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am grateful. And so it is. Another song? Yes, we might. I didn't know if we had another song here today. I love being surprised by music. We do have announcements, and I'll get to them now. If you came early today, which I always encourage everyone, there are announcements continually scrolling before our services begin. The chaplains are having one-on-one prayer support for you and will be available immediately after the service from the sides of the sanctuary. You may also write any prayer request with you that you have by offering them in the baskets at the back, and they will be prayed over and immediately done so by our chaplain staff. Women in Bloom will be meeting after service at 11:30 in the Friendship Room to discuss today's topics and the daily word. You may bring your lunch and join in. All women are welcome. Sally Applegate Rodeman is having Music That Heals at 5:30 here at Unity on not just May 12th, but that's every Tuesday. And that will be this Tuesday again as she shares stories and music of healing, and she welcomes everyone to attend. I think this Sunday is the pitch-in, yes? Next Sunday, thank you. Next Sunday, the pitch-in is after service on our monthly community chat and pitch-in. This month's theme is Around the World, and we will also be celebrating the birthday of our beloved Louise Dunn, who will be speaking that day. We welcome you all to Sanctuary to be present in the energy that Reverend Louise Dunn creates from her holy spiritual self. There's an art and spirituality show that's coming up, and we have entry forms in the fountain room. And our first art and spirituality show, it's going to be in June. If you are an artist or know an artist, make sure to take a form and return it to Reverend Ed by the beginning of June, which, by the way, is tomorrow. Pride Parade and the vendor table, if you want to march in the Pride Parade on Saturday, June the 13th, or help our staff at their table, there will be sign-up sheets available just outside in the fountain room. Don't forget that our Unity bookstore and gift store is open, and it is fabulous. If you haven't stopped in recently, please do. There are some new offerings and some things that you will just love to take home with you. We have additional giving opportunities here at Unity. In addition to our general tithing, to keep our doors open, we are raising extra funds for the Larry Fitzgerald Memorial Peace Garden, which will be right out in the back. We also have a new digital soundboard that we are purchasing. I see it all now, and it's going to be fabulous for those wonderful volunteers at the back of our sanctuary who we never thank. Let us give them a round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. And we are hoping to get all of our work done on our restrooms. You will see that there is a thermometer outside indicating how much we have raised, and please feel free to give to that at any time. Thank you in advance for enabling to reach our local goals that allow us to spread our love into the community. If you have any future announcements, please get those to Reverend Ed Trout, or see him personally when he comes back, or go online to info@unityofindy.org. He's not here, he's having a day out, so that's a wonderful thing.
I wanted to add one item
Yes.
that didn't make it, and Ed apologized ahead of time, but Heart and Soul Sisters, we are bringing in a facilitator to do an evening of yoga.
Yay.
And that's coming up on June 10th, so I wanted to put the word out.
Oh, fabulous. All right, that's June 10th for yoga here at Unity. Any other announcements that I need to make from here? Yes, no, maybe so? I think we're all good. All right then, so I think it's time for our peace song. So if you will, before we get started up here, I would like to give everyone a chance to get in the circle before the music starts. Duh. So take your moments and get to your place, grab that hand next to you, and then we will all join together in the peace song. Yay, look, we can actually get there. Woo-woo! And for those of you who are joining us online, please sing your hearts out from right where you are, and we will feel the energy of your love right here. Okay, one more in space and time. Okay, let's do it.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with thee. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as I meet her, let me other weep. Let me dance with each other in perfect harmony. Let days begin with thee, and let it go from the now. Leave every step we'll take, take the Lord is all. Take each moment and give each moment peace and harmony. Let there be peace on earth, let it be
say together the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Go today in peace and spread your love everywhere you go. Thank you. We'll see you next week here at Unity.